They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And this one too low. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the Ravens first down by a good 3 yards as they convert on 4th and 5. They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his right. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 56 yards. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Ready?
first down. They'll start out with Singletary. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 21, here's the 2nd and 8. On the bootleg, Stroud. That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did that. Texans football to start quarter 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Stroud looking to change the play. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Here's Jackson to throw. They still can't get him. Just keeping the play alive. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now they'll audible to something else. 3rd and goal, Jackson. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Play action. Here's Stroud. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to pound it in with Ricard. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Edwards.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Taking a shot for Dell here. And this one is incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And that's incomplete. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. They're going for it. Here's Stroud. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a